Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons & Dragons monster video on the Bloodthorn. Before I get into this video, I'd like to tell you about a book I just got published called The House Off Farrago Road. My new book, The House Off Farrago Road, is now available on Amazon. It's just a fun story about a house where the denizens are not quite normal. Mythological creatures and supernatural forces commingle with modern-day law enforcement and the criminal underworld. If the quirky weird piques your interest, check out The House Off Farrago Road. It's available at Amazon with all my other books. I've got 3 books, a series, a science fiction western series called Drifters. I've got another book called, it's a political fantasy called The Righteous President. And I've got a science fiction, kind of a military type science fiction book called Vanguard One. All of my books are available on Amazon. Go check them out. All right, on with the video. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons for over 47 years. I've been running it since 1979. I've used tons of different monsters against my players over the years, and I found that player characters can have a crap ton of different abilities and defenses to ward off and avoid damage. They can also have a crap ton of hit points. Higher level characters can have an abundance of hit points. One of the most dangerous types of creatures, in my opinion, is the type that can bypass or somehow eliminate such abilities or ignore the abundance of hit points. Usually this involves poison or some magical way to immobilize or trap the player characters, you know, like where if they fail a savings throw, they die, or they get trapped somewhere, or they're out of the game, or that kind of thing. The Bloodthorn is such a creature. Essentially, the plant reduces each target to 4 hit points. Let me elaborate. The Bloodthorn can be found on page 18 of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual 2. Be sure to read up on it very, very carefully before using it in your game. These things can destroy your party easily. Okay? That's your warning, because they can. The Bloodthorn has a number of tendrils, or vines if you prefer, with which it lashes its prey. That's its attack form. The tendrils are lined with many sharp hollow thorns. On each strike, the hollow thorns drain fluids from the victim, totaling a quarter of their original hit points. This means it only takes 4 hits to kill any player character, regardless of their hit points. And since this creature can have up to 8 attacks per round, this thing can slice through player character parties like a buzzsaw. The Bloodthorn resembles hornwood trees very, very closely, and this is one of its more devastating elements. A group of player characters traveling through a hornwood grove, they can walk right by one and they won't notice. If they don't notice, the Bloodthorn stands a good chance to decimate several player characters on the first round with a surprise attack. The last time I used one of these in my game was about 12 years ago. A group of 5 player characters encountered a Bloodthorn, and the plant was able to achieve a surprise attack. The barbarian and the wizard were both killed in the initial round of combat. They never even got to roll initiatives. It was like, okay, what's your armor class? Right. Okay, you took so many. Okay, you're both dead. What? Yeah, you both died. But that was it. That was the battle for them. In the second round, the Bloodthorn got first initiative, and it managed to hack the cleric and the fighter both to death. The thief attacked and did some damage, and then did some more the next round. Then the Bloodthorn finished him off. It was a total party kill of a group of 5 14th level characters, and it was ridiculous. One Bloodthorn did that. These things can destroy a bunch of your player characters in a jiffy. If they're walking through the forest near some horn grove, some hornwood trees, and they don't notice it, it's like walking into a buzzsaw. It's worse than a minefield. And it only takes one to kill them, which, these things don't travel in groups, but it only takes one of these things to destroy your entire party. It's crazy. If you want to use these, please, please, please read up on them very, very thoroughly. Make sure the players are prepared for such a thing, if they can be. But again, the Bloodthorn literally ignores how many hit points they have. It takes 4 hits to kill a character, and that's it. It's crazy. Yeah, just be very careful using these in your game. If you get a chance, be sure and read up on them. And, all I'm saying is if you're going to use them, be very careful how you do it. Make sure you get all the rules correct. Because if you mess up on a rule, the players will let you know. And in this particular instance, I would be one of those players. Wait a minute. Let's nitpick. I'm just saying. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Devo Poland, a scientific representative of a pacifist race called the Gandhiri, is sent away as an exchange officer. His objective, to learn the one skill his species never developed, to fight. And he's sent to learn that skill from the one species who does it better than any other in the galaxy, humans. If you like science fiction with an upbeat military tone, check out my novel, Vanguard One.